What is up, guys? If you guys are new already, make sure to subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this. Long story short, we're going to basically be going over a configuration of what I'd be looking at for a new GT350. So this is a car, the C8 Corvette is something that I do want to look at and something I want to look at in the future as we hit that 100th upload, and that special is coming up next week. It seems like I'm really excited to share what my configuration is going to be like with that, but I also want to share the configuration of what I'm going to be looking at with a 2020 GT350 or just a GT350 in general, because I'm open to getting a used one. So as you can see, Ford already knows I've been on this website a lot. I look at Mustangs a lot, especially that GT350. So we're going to click on that Mustang button. Now honestly, well, normally, when I was a lot younger, I'd be going on this website as the GT did come out and this new body style kind of came out. I'd definitely be on here almost every day looking at these GT fastbacks and this premium fastbacks, and I just love the car. But it's kind of fun to kind of go to the Shelby icon and we can finally start looking at my dream car. Now, unfortunately, the way that the prices end up with this GT500, as much as I'd love one, they're just really out of the realm of possibility right now, just with those pricings, with it being about 15 grand more than I want to actually spend. But we're going to go with the 350R because they are kind of around that price point. So for the humor of it, if I'm going to be looking at a new one, though, I think, the Oxford White as the Shadow Black does look really nice. It has those Darth Vader vibes. I think the Iconic Silver, if we put like a white, yeah, that looks really nice actually. So I think we should stick with that because Ford Performance Blue looks really good too. I think we're going to go with Iconic Silver. This really isn't something I feel like we'd see a lot of. Yeah, we need to stick with that to maintain the color. Does Grabber Lime allow you to have that? We'll stick with that Iconic Silver. Now powertrain, obviously there's not much you can do here. It has that 5.2 liter flat plane crank that we all love to hear, and that 6-speed manual. So going to the packages, we're going to stick with that 928 package, not really going to go with this Heritage Edition package. Again, these things are being marked up crazily. If you do add that on, it's only going to 76 grand, but a lot of these dealers are marking them up upwards of 100 grand. It's not, to me, it's not worth it. Those people who buy it, it definitely is, but not to me. I'm going to actually not get the technology package as much as I just don't really value that 2 extra grand on this. We could be looking at a different exhaust or something for 2 grand. We're getting into some different rims as well, or tires for that as well. So I just really don't value having that blind spot awareness or those heated mirrors. But if you guys have them, let me know if you actually like them. That actually be really cool if that actually works out well. I've never had them in a car. So for now, we're going to not click that option. Go into exterior. That does have those carbon fiber wheels. Now I'm pretty sure when these came out, this was like a 15 grand option, or these were really expensive. I don't know if they still are, but we don't have any other options, so we're going to stick with them because they're really nice. Active exhaust is a must, but it's not like we have any choices. Vehicle cover, we're just going to add that just for the fun of it, because this is something that I might not be having in a garage, so I want to keep it in its best condition as possible. So we're going to have those Pilot Sport 2s. And then going into this interior, let's not click the wrong thing. Let's go look at that interior. So you can see we have that red contrast stitching with it being the R, and you can see since it's the R and that more racetrack oriented, we're gonna have the rear seat delete. We can also see that R badging. We can also see that R badging here with those red accents as well. If you have a normal GT350, which I'll show you after this, it's not gonna have this red here. But obviously I'm going to be leaving these Recaro because I think that those look really nice. I don't even have the option actually. I think it's just on the 350 you have the option. I think just for fun we can add that exposed carbon. And that really, this is how it should come. This is I think the best options you can get on it. Granted, I'm not really changing much. I just changed the colors. I don't think I have any, I'm not going to be doing any of this as well. So this is the perfect spec that I would do with 350R, if I was going to buy one new. But the reality of it, thanks to the price, if I'm going to be looking for a new one, I'm going to be looking more at this 350. So just for the fun of it, we already did the Iconic Silver. I think we should humor a Vader build, kind of have those black and red accents. I think, though, that white line, those white stripes really are nice. But that's really nice as well. Let me know down below what you guys would do. I mean, it's classic colors as well. Those look really, I think we should go with this. I think the Ford Performance Blue mixed with this black looks really nice. Again, we can't do much for the powertrain, and we're not talking like a regular, EcoBoost. We're talking something that doesn't have a lot of options here, a lot of stuff to change, because you just have pretty much everything that you want already on in the handling package. That's going to be, okay. It's got the gurney flap. I think that's worth it. Looks like they already have it. They already got the flap right there. But we'll just add it just for the sake of it. I'm not going to do that technology package again. Again, let's add that cover, just so we can keep that protected. And then in this scenario, we do have those leather trim seats. We're going to be going to that interior now. So you can see, as I mentioned, that red stitching and that red contrast stitching is gone, and it's kind of like a silver now. So let's go the side view. You can see now we have that back seat as well. That's not deleted. Now I'm going to keep these Recaras. I think this is something that's, I really enjoy the track seats and the way that the bucket seats with those, or the sport seats as they call them. So I'm not going to need any of this memory power lumbar stuff, because this is going to be removing them. You know, I don't need the heated seats. Granted, I live in Kansas City. This is something that, like, I mean, it's nice, and it might be nice to get these cooled seats and heated seats, but I can live without it. And then again, we're going to be adding that carbon fiber, and it looks really nice at this angle. And I like how it's kind of like this gloss carbon. I'm not a big fan of matte carbon, and I love the steering wheel as well. And I thought you could get an Alcantara. Maybe that might have been the older ones. But there's not much else to change. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be adding speakers or anything. So, I mean, this is probably something we're going to be looking more at. As much as I'd love an R, if I can find an R in this price point, which there are some, I definitely am going to be looking at that and getting that option, because it'll save us the price of having to get a new exhaust on it and some of the other stuff as well. And plus, I think the R looks a little bit nicer, but these three new 350s look beautiful, and they're amazing. Now, unfortunately, obviously, they have been discontinued. I talked about it in a different video, but this is what I would do. Let me know down in the comments below what you would change, whether, you would put that tech package on, or whether you really swear by this Velocity Blue, for example. If that's you, then, let me know in the comments down below. That's all we have for this one today. Make sure you guys have a great one.